The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, how you doing today? Now, if you like what you hear, like what you see, click the link below, and guess what? Follow me. Now I'm going to do that rhyming thing I do all the time too. Little kid, they said I was retarded. They tested me at 2 week of junior high. By the way, I got total recall and an IQ of 203. I just thought they were stupid, but that's just me as a little kid. I grew up and realized they're all crazy. They don't know what the hell they're doing anyway. That's just me. I'm going to tell it like it is. All right, forgive me if I offend you. I'm trying not to, so don't let anything offend you, or just listen and learn. This is live, and guess what we get to do? You get to listen and get that tablet and pen out. In the beginning, no pictures, no recording. Now I got George over here. He's driving on the 180. I hope you're driving on the I-180, not doing 80 miles an hour when you're supposed to. Now I got lucky. You know, I've been driving at 150 to 200 miles an hour on the track, and I drive to Vegas a bunch of times. So in the Lamborghini and Ferrari, I've never had a ticket in my life. Talk about lucky, and I average about 150 all the way. So let's have some fun. Now remember, tablet and pen time, the ultimate goal, how we played the game to win. Now that's me in 1981. You see, I had this discipline since I was a kid because I got to be the janitor at a karate studio when I was 4. Then I learned to listen to grown-up people so I can get some more. Now I like some goodies. You like goodies? When I talk about goodies, I'm talking about helicopters, Lamborghinis, and Ferraris. Well, what can I say? I brought in my first $1 million under a corporate structure. I was 14 and a half when I invented Car Finder. See, it's simple. I got my first billion at 26. Nope, it was 2.6 billion, 26. First billion at 21. I like having fun. You like having fun? But let's get some more goodies. I'd like you to write down on that tablet right at the top of it, see it, believe it, go get it. See it, believe it, go get it, because that's what we're going to do. Everything you see, if you believe and pray, you go get it, and I'll help you every step of the way. We got no problem reaching our goal, but you need to follow through. Now, I know some of you have been ripped off by friends and family. Ultimate goal, what you need to do is very simple today, is understand how to play the game and win. You might want to turn that down. Somebody left it up, probably me. I never ought to use that phone, but guess what? It's the bat phone. Here's the thing. Here we have people. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. Basically, someone on the freeway. That was George. No problem. Someone else joined me. Got another one that says basically he's been praying to get off the streets. He lives in his car. Well, the reality is, let's understand something. I've been homeless as a little boy eating out of a trash can. I got to million to billion. Then I got homeless again. Got to build it up and away. Someone's told all my goodies. That's no fun. But you know what happens with most of you, sorry to say, but what is true is you kind of screw up. You didn't learn rules and tools. Let's explain what that means. The problem you have, let's say you got your job, you got your income, everything's going great in life. And all of a sudden you lose your job or have an emergency. This is what happens to every one of you in 8 months. And 8 months from now, you will be able not to pay your house or your car payment, and you're worried about the wife and husband and kids and all that food too. You got 8 months. See, rules and tools have never changed. It takes 38 goals and steps to reach a goal. You got to hear it 8 times to process it to be an expert anyway. So none of this has changed over the years. So if we got 8 months until we go to what? I know what day, week, month, or year, we better get going. Now, Bill and Susie are part of that government program being fired or laid off. What did they do? First of all, someone referred them to me. You see, I'm known as the godfather of credit, and I've built $60 billion of credit for people over the years, incorporating rich and famous people too. So what did they do? Well, what do I do, Ray? Simple. All right, we got to take all your credit cards and increase the limits. Let's understand, increase. See, when you have an oh what day, you increase the limits because you don't know how long you have left over until you bring the pain home. So if we increase the limits, your problem with you, most of you, you jacked up the card, dropped the score, got stuck, couldn't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner. You did it to yourself, by the way, George. Sorry, Richard, you did it too, said of Raymond. See, if you would have played with me a long time ago, I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. I'm the guy that created the 25-20% rule behind the dashboard as well. I trained Ken Yarborough anyway, security, Tiva, TRW, and Asperium. Every card needs a sticky. We got to treat it like a dummy card. Oh, you got a 10,000 card, George? Fantastic. You got 10,000. Then you went to dinner and then you pissed away and bought some new goodies. Stop it. A 10,000 card is only worth what? $2,900. When you took it past that, you dropped your score, you got stuck, couldn't get any more. So let's write it down. Come on, Mary. Come on, Joanne, pay attention. Every card fluctuates. Let's write that down. Every credit card fluctuates, but two. Write it down. Rules and tools. So if these fluctuate, our problem is we jacked up the wrong damn card. These don't. These don't fluctuate at all, and they're unlimited up to $1 million, and they'll even tell you to the face unlimited, and they're paid over time limit. So if I'm going to jack up any card in emergency, all right, I'm having a what day? I'm going to jack up these because they don't make my score go down, so I can go get some more. See, you're measured by a number. That's what you're measured by. And your credit score is what's hurting you today because you didn't know how to play the game of business, which I wrote 49 years ago. Next, for Bill and Susie, I'm going to analyze your credit. Let's understand what that means. That means right now, every one of you today, let's see, we got Larry here. Larry's joining us. Okay, Larry, let's do this. Let's analyze your credit. Let me analyze it for you. Let me tell you exactly what you need to do. Now, I'm going to tell you what to do. It's up to you if you turn these up, because I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to tell you exactly what it takes to get to a 750 score so you can get some more. You understand? So what happens is very simple. Here's a client had a 667. Now they're holding an 820. Is that okay? Is that okay? I get them that graph and I get to see it going up, up, and away. See, in my programs, it's very simple. All right, I might be the founder of the organization that brought in billions and billions, but the reality is I got to talk to every client personally. I make sure I talk to everybody. This client had a 639, 728, not too bad. So if Larry lets me basically analyze his credit, I can help position him to an 800 score and make it stuck so he doesn't have to hurt his family anymore. There's that rhyming thing I do all the time too. All right, now we got over here, we got Christopher. There's Joseph. Oh, hello, Joseph. How you doing? Larry, you're joining us too. Always watch you, brother. All right, the Lord's arm and you couldn't help me. All right, in this way to salvation too. Okay, well, let's put it this way. God gave me a brain. I use my brain to help people. By the way, I'm a licensed pastor in California, but I get in trouble all the time because I say it like it is. I don't plan what I say, but it just comes out. So accept it, please. So we analyze the credit reports. Then I tell you what to do 100%. Now, if you follow through, it'll work. When you screw up, which is 4% of you, it's on you. Now, the next thing is this. We need 100,000 of personal credit. So that's mean I'm going to get you a couple of these. It's 50,000 each. So let's understand common sense. Okay. Now, lost a job, have an emergency. What happens? We know, and sorry to say it this way, in 8 months, we'll have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. You ready to fight? See, here's your problem. You're going, baby, it's about it. You're letting life just pass you by, and you're barely getting by. That sucks. If we use 29% of that credit for 100,000, that leaves us $71,000 of safety. See, that's what it takes to support a family through a year of oh shit days. But it's up to you. See, I just want to repackage you. And one of my companies years ago was Repackaged in America. I had only in America, but I gave that to Don King for his movie and incorporated you and all kinds of stuff. So let's play. Here's our problem. You probably are like Mary, all right, and basically Susie and Carrie and Mark and Robert and all these other people and even Bill. You waste $50 every other day on crap. We're just going to cut that out. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay. I watch people in this office walk away to break and they come back with $20 of crap in a bag and they think they're healthy. I brought my lunch every day. I don't have time for lunch. It's a waste of time. Breaks, that just brings to slow you down. Then you drag all through the day. Then your boss wants to fire you because you didn't make any damn sales today. Well, that sucks. So let's cut out this garbage we waste money on. Now, please, 80% of you have a corporation. And I'm sorry, you don't know what you're doing with diddly squat. You hired an attorney, you're incorporating service, and basically even a CPA, and you got a piece of paper. Did you know corporations are free in all 50 states? You pay a filing fee. Brian here was so silly and dumb, he paid $4,700 for a corporation, and the attorney made him sign it and pay the filing fee. So what did he get? Magic dust? So let's understand a corporation. I'm going to break it down for you. Your corporation you have went on Secretary of State's website. Your name's right there. When they sue it, they sue you. You bring the pain home. What's the biggest problem in divorce? In marriage? Money and sex. Simple. It takes you money to get honey. It takes you money to keep the honey too. Happy wife, happy life. That's what it works. But it's going to be up to you. 18 divisions. I had a problem. My problem in 1984, coming back from the Berkeley area in San Francisco and more. I got all these Shakey's pizzas. I got 31 flavors. I got basically Subways. I got donut stores. I got shopping centers. They want $800 a year for every corporation in California. That cost me $100,000 a month, $1.2 million. Are you freaking kidding me? Forget it. Go to Stockton, California. Could I set up an entity under a corporation? We'll create a form or basically modify one, submit one. We'll see if we'll approve it. Well, I got it approved. I'm the guy who created the division process. See, a corporation, when they sue it, they sue you. I'll show you and prove it to you too. Now, understand a corporation with 18 divisions. Why? Now, let's understand something. All right. Let me go over here. Whoa. Here's $10 million. What? Now, there's your problem. See, if you're going to screw up credit, you have shitty credit anyway. What's the difference between shitty credit and shitty credit? You already bought the damn pain home. It's an old shit day. Sucks. Sorry, but it's just true. But again, can you handle the truth? You see, a corporation gets what? They sue it, they sue you. Divisions, your name's not even on it. So again, what do? If we get a credit card, we want to daisy chain it. Write down daisy chain. Write it down now. That means if I get 1 or 2 cards under the Fair Lending Act and basically the creditors, I get 99 more. Why not? See, your problem, you've been doing it all wrong. You took the money from your family or the credit, you dropped the score, couldn't get any more. 87% of corporations screw up all the time. But if you use corporate credit, you get to write it off. Roll the dice as a division. If the division screws up under the Federal Protection Act, public record, I can disconnect, I say incorporate, I can bankrupt a bad piece. Oh, come on, you've watched Bank of America do this in your face, cities and grocery stores, but you didn't pay attention. You see it and you just accept it. No. Let's tear it apart. Here's the thing you got to focus on right now, okay? If I get a corporation 100,000 of credit, okay, let's say it's these Wells Fargo 150s. I get to get 1 set of line of credit per each division or entity. Would you like $1 million of credit? Would you like to write it all off? Interest rate and credit card? Now, here's our problem. Here we go with Susie and Bill. In 8 months from now, all these people being laid off or fired from their jobs because of the government adjustment, what's going to happen? Oh shit, I can't pay the house payment. I can't pay the car. I can't get food, and my family's going to hurt me some more. No. What do? See, we all can relate to oh shit days. You might not say it out loud like I do, but we've all brought the pain home before, and that sucks. Maybe a friend or family member ripped you off. Maybe you wasted money on all this crap that didn't work. I got a client today. I'm on the phone for an hour. It's great. He's a great guy. He's got a Wyoming corpse. He got Nevada corpse. He got this corpse. He's got so much crap. He don't know what he's doing yet. It's like, Ray, I spent all this money doing all these things, thinking they're all going to work. Watch a lot of the ding dongs and TikTok and Google and everything else. So here's what we did. I took money and I like 10 businesses. Understand they're number 10. I call them auto income. We went after a storage unit, okay? And that brings in $17,350 a month. Does that make sense? So if we bring in $17,000, can we get a paycheck? All right, now here's your problem. You got an LLC. Oh, good for you. You got a C Corp. S. Write it down. You will have an S Corp because I said so. You will create $1 million of credit. You will get a millionaire corporation, and you will have $100,000 a month minimum coming into your corporation. And you will actually free up your time and knock off the crap. Is that pretty blunt for you? because that's what I do for people all the time. 33 million millionaire clients, 31 billionaires. Why not? So here's the problem. I don't want you sitting like a duck anymore. This is what you've been doing. The next time before this happens to you, why don't you hire yourself and never bring the pain home? Oh, understand. I'm a person that people hate. They hated me. I'm driving a Lamborghini at 14 and a half to Orange Coast College. They hated me. They whisper, he's a trust fund baby. Hell, I was born in a taxi. She threw me in a trash can. Talk about crap. But they hate me. Here, I'm jumping so high. White man can jump. I kicked at the lights that night, ladies and gentlemen, and I only jumped 2 feet in the air, and it's 13 damn feet. Well, see, I don't like BS. There's a lot of it out there. But I'm going to tell you the truth. All right, it's a mindset. If I can touch it, I can kick it. Write it down. If I can touch it, I can what? Kick it to Georgia. I'm at 10, then the basketball hoop at 14 at T. Winkler Junior High. The Red Shirt newspaper took a picture. I'm kicking the basketball hoop. White boys can jump. Well, it's true. Every time I hear some idiot say white men can't jump, talk about stupid for the guy that holds the record, huh? Why don't we see it, believe, and go get it? But what do we got to do? Think. Come on, right now. You got up this morning. You had the same boring routine you do every day. You got up. You rolled out of bed, got your coffee, brushed your teeth, whatever you did, and you didn't get your me time. I'd tell you to get your me time. I'm at the office every day at 4 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 3:30. I'm up every day at 2:25, ready to go, kick some ass. But that's just me. I don't need about 4 hours sleep anyway. So to think, 38 steps to reach every goal. That's all it takes. 38 steps. Nicholas, why can't you get these steps done and do it? Larry, all right, you want freedom too, but the reality is this. If you don't reprogram your brain, you're doing the same stupid thing every day. I'm sorry, I don't like stupid. Why don't you get up an hour earlier today or tomorrow, Larry? Let's do something we did today or yesterday or the day before. Let's get some me time. If you could focus and meditate on that me time, then I can write the list for you. You see, it takes 8 times to do something, 8 times to hear it, see it, believe it, to actually be an expert and apply it and ask questions. This hasn't changed ever. It never changes. But me, I did something different. When I was 17 and a half years old, I got into the payphone business. Now I own shopping centers, a corporation structure. I got the Subways, the 31 flavors, the donut chains, and the Shakies, and all this good stuff. But then I bought these payphones. See, I've never wanted to run a business. That's not my job. I'd rather be the thinker and go get it. Whatever business I had, I hired people. Does it make sense? So we'd hire the managers to run the business while I freed up my time. In my first series called Winning the Game of Business, we put cash flow for you per time. Even some other ding dong tried to take that too before he filed bankruptcy. So let's talk about auto income. Payphones. Every payphone was making about $300 a month. Not a lot of money, but I knew it was a numbers game. It was a numbers game. People were complaining they'd got into that business, so I'd buy up the routes nationwide. I ended up having 22,000 payphones. By the way, at $300 a month, that's 6.6 million a month. It's a numbers game. It's easy. I mean, I can't understand why people work so damn hard when they can work smarter too. But again, that's going to be up to you. If we listen and we get 10,000 a month from a division, can we multiply in another division, a division, and a division? Can we get it up to what? 100,000 a month. That's what your goal should be. But sorry, after today, you blew it. Can you imagine? Everybody here on Google and all these things we're doing this broadcast for, you blew it. Today's your last chance to dance and get stuck with my summit and boot camp. And if you don't do it today, it just passed you by. It's okay. I'm not doing another one right now. Not scheduled. I got my TV show coming. I got radio all the time nationwide. Why do I want to do another one of these if you didn't step up to the plate today? You missed the opportunity. That's on you. Never blame me for your silliness. Now, let's be honest. I wanted to basically create something, all right, I called the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I created 12 books because there's 12 months in the year. So a book and CD. So at the end of 1 year, A through Z, you would have $1 million company. That's how I created it. The Millionaire's Founders Kit was created for that reason. Now, by the way, I was at the Bonaventure in Los Angeles, 32 years, every Wednesday freaking night at 7 p.m. 32 years being the second largest advertiser. I'm kicking some ass. I got lines out the door because they want me some more and more and more. But again, there we get to go. So let's do this. Let's pretend you're going to do everything I tell you to do. And I don't want you to think, because the more you think, the more you screw it up. Okay, I'm sorry, you do. See, between people around you, your friends, family, and all these people having their opinions, haven't you ever noticed their opinions aren't the word diddly squat? But you listen to it and fall in your face, and they kind of laugh at you too. We got to stop that. Let's take one credit card. Let's clone it 9 more times. Why not? Remember, if you like what you hear, click the link below, because you want to basically follow me. I'm the only guy that I know on planet Earth that can get you where you really want to go. The rest of it to me is blah, blah, blah. See, I do every class, so you don't fall in your watts. Oh my goodness, I say that out loud. Corporation in 9 divisions. If you don't have 9 divisions, you're not listening. I mean, you're just not listening. It's just like dumb. All right, I want to clone it 9 more times. That's 100,000. That's $1 million. Then I want 9 companies. Now, if you name your corporation after you, I'm going to call that dumb. If you name it what it does, that's called double dumb dumb. Because it's you. They sue you, and all you can do is what it says it can do. Oh my goodness. Those are rhyming stuff I do all the time. If we have a division for apartment complex, a Wendy's, a dry cleaners, storage unit, gas station, laundromat, car wash, even EV charging stations. See, your problem is you drive by this stuff every day and you never stop to say, who owns it? It should be me. Why didn't you do that? Do these not work or something? I don't get it. Getting that first division set up with money to get the honey in the business and do it again and again and again. You watch grocery stores fall bankruptcy and branches and store numbers and even banks. The problem is you keep bringing the pain home to you. You let yourself to be the duck and the sheep. Take a picture, not of me, of this. I would like you to laminate this. I'd like you to put it, make sure you print it in color, put it on your desk, your refrigerator. If this is the last time you ever listen to me, ever, because you blew it after tonight, and that's on you, guess what? There was your goal. That's what you should have focused on, and you didn't. What you focus on is what you're doing, and I think it sucks. I'm sorry. You see, I wanted to have a family as a kid. I didn't get a mommy and a daddy. I got to eat out of a trash can, used and abused. So I made sure I mastered everything I could. The law and the accounting, read every book I could, 15 a week. I got possessed because I got a wife who's phenomenal. She's a rock. I got 6 kids and 13 grandkids. And I will not bring the damn pain home ever. Not acceptable. I will screw up a division before I hurt my family. So why don't you write it down? I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corp of my family. You've been sacrificing you long enough. Stop it. But you have to be serious. I don't know if you're serious. I don't know if Larry's here serious. Larry's been talking to me for a long time, but he sits there a lot of times going, beep, 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 beep. He hasn't finished the damn blueprint. It's like, stop it. I wish I had someone helping me. It would have been so much easier not to go through hell. But again, what can I say? All right, I will never bring the pain home. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. But you have to be serious. 87% of people fail in business. Half the world is freaking lazy. Don't be afraid to run a rich corporation. Be afraid you didn't try. Be afraid you did not try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, your mouse will be dead. I've allocated $10 million to help you. For the ones who get in this boot camp in this summit with me, we're going to have some fun. And the ones who don't after tonight, you blew it. Look in the mirror and say, I blew it. Go ahead. I'm going to take the Ray Reynolds Investment Group, LLP. I want to ring the bell at the stock exchange within a year and go public. But what are we going to do? Auto income. You know what people go, well, no one's ever heard of auto income, right? Yeah, they hear of passive and residual income. I don't care. Let's understand, you do. I'll coach you to do everything on your own. No problem. It's all done. Get your hands dirty. Do it. I'll help you every step of the way. Now, if you want, we can do it together. This all works most of the time, almost 99%. This means we do it together. You elect me as a CFO or attorney in fact, and I get to talk to your bank. Then I get to use $62 million of history and we get to go kill it. Oh, you don't want to do anything? Then I'll do all the work anyway. So let's write down, you do, we do, I do. Simple. This is what I've done for clients since 1987. We get to play my way. I mean, Linda's phenomenal. I've known Linda since 1986. 1986. In her testimony, she'll tell you I made her a millionaire 5 times. I think it's more like 8, but that's okay. I rebuilt her credit 770, 142 days. It took time. I got her the American Express Gold and Platinum cards. Because what, again, they don't fluctuate. Because everything else would be drop your score, can't get any more. See, if you have low scores, shitty credit, you use the wrong damn card. You use the wrong damn card. You did it to yourself. You might as well jump up and kick yourself in the ass. You did you to you. Sorry, that's just the truth. I built him 100,000 of personal credit. What do we do next? 450,000. Now let's write it down. You ready to write it down? You ready? Borrow money is not taxable. Borrow money is not taxable. Corporate credit doesn't show up on personal file. Corporate credit does not show up on personal file. That's it's a Spark card from Capital One, the only one that does. So if I get 450,000, nobody knows I got it. I can multiply it by divisions. Whee! Okay, now I asked for their American Express Gold and Platinum cards. See, here's the problem. I have bank accounts that show hundreds and thousands and millions of dollars to play all the time. If you don't, then I'll exercise a card for you, connect your corp to my corporation as a division, and I'll basically let them verify me through you. And together. So in other words, we connect the dots. So guess what we get to do? Now, there are 3 types of blueprint loans. One is American Express, one is Chase, one is Stellar Bank. So here's Linda and Dwayne, her husband. $240,000 blueprint loan. 240. Is that good? We take the loan and we basically Texas, there's this Hyatt, and they buy the Hyatt and convert all 117 units for military retirement. Government gives them $1,700 a month each, and all the grant money too. Now, to do a project, for instance, at hotel, they need $200,000. This is how you could partner with me if you paid attention. If I need 200,000 down, all right, I might put 3 people plus me in it. How much do we need? 50,000 each. If we took 2 people or even 1 person with me, how much would we put into that project? Yes, there's all kinds of loans and other silly stuff, but I like using cash so I'm in control because I always win the bid. Isn't that fun? So what do we get? So all of a sudden now we have a monthly income, 187,000. 187,000 a month to the corporation. Next, we get 3 other divisions doing the same thing. Linda's got 60 divisions anyway, and Dwayne has 30. So what do we get to do? So we get to create money. Every division can do a different process. All right, so we got 344,000 a month. This is a $6.4 million corporation. All right, if they push it right this year, they'll hit 10 million. Now it took a year, 1 year, literally in 210 days. Okay, are you willing to invest time and listen to do what I tell you what to do? For there, they have a 6.4 million. But the difference is Linda started as a client in 1986. She started with $1,999. See, as I build credit for anybody or structure them the right way, I always want to give them back credit at the times 10. A lot of times you put a $2,000 down on something, I'm probably going to give you 25,000 in credit, more than times 10 of your investment. I want you to use it to grow your business. So that's what they did. Now I'm going to tell you to check out their basically what? Their testimonial. All right, take your cell phone and go here. Go ahead and scan that sucker or make a copy, take a picture, check it out later today. See, the bottom line is I'm not full of what? You're stuck with me with every class and all the steps of the way. I want to fight to get you some keys. But the problem is you don't still understand auto income. So let's do this. Let's say tonight, because it's your last chance to do this, and if you blow it, that's on you, because I got projects in May, June, and July this year. And that's okay, I'm not doing another one scheduled this whole year. So if you blow this, all right, look in the mirror and say it's on you, because it is. Because you wasted so much money on other things that didn't work. This time you're stuck with me. Corporation, all right, 18 divisions. Personal and business credit, 100,000 each. Corporation and person. Blueprint call, I got to get on that phone to help and understand what you're doing today, past, present, and future. You must attend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 11th, 12th, and 13th, online or in person. From there, what happens is current coaching, so you understand what we're trying to do and answer your questions even more. Next, checkbook money. If I line you up at Chase, Wells Fargo, B of A, whatever bank it might be, we're going to get checkbook money. That's a line of credit for 50 to 150. I'm going to be elected if you allow me to be your CFO or your attorney in fact. But I'm going to tell you what to do. Business credit didn't show up on files. That's right, Larry, it doesn't. Oh, but again, Spark does on Capital One. It's the only card that does. And it's supposed to be fixing it. But again, the difference is what you want to do to play the game. Like Dell here, dead, asset and money and serious. But again, you're going to be knocked down 1,000 times in your life. That means you have to get up 1,001. There's no excuses for anybody. No excuses. So you have 7 steps to play with me, and you have A through E. Take a picture. This is your last opportunity, last chance to play. And if you don't do it tonight, then you miss your opportunity. That's on you. I can't help you if not, because we've been broadcasting this long enough. What is our goal? Build up to 10,000, then keep building it through the divisions to get $100,000 income to a corporation. Auto income. Last chance. It's now or it's never. That's how it works. Now or never. From here, what do? See, I like goodies, but I don't own anything. All right, I just am the puppet master. I control everything, but I own nothing. That's how I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, yachts, and helicopters too. Why not? If I can do it, so can you. Well, let's play. What do we get to do? You get to partner with me, Ray. That means you and I personally on that phone all the time. And what are we going to do? Simple. You're going to get coached for 12 months every other week. I'm going to be bossing you around. Is that okay? Now, my 1-year coaching is usually $30,000, but to partner with me, I want to give you a hell of a discount. Buy your weekly calls. You're online or in person to the summit boot camp. It's 10 grand. You have wasted 10,000s on crap that didn't work. Now you're stuck with a guy that can create millions and billions for you. Okay, and you get to write it off anyway. It's simple. It's now or never. That's how it works. So what do? Take a picture of Zelle, Zelle, Zelle. The ultimate goal is simple. I love the fact that Zelle was purchased by 6 banks on July 6, 2022. Ray at rayscredit.com, Zelle, Zelle, now. That locks it in. Now, if you need to talk to a specialist on the phone, all right, you have Priscilla who's waiting for your call, or even Jake, for heaven's sake. But then you got 800-254-9506. Use a card that might charge you 5%. I'd use the Zelle to save the 5%. That's just me. Okay. Now, I want you to understand, after this summit boot camp, what I'm doing with everybody is they're going to become a puppet master. That's right. You're going to be a puppet master like me that controls everything, own nothing, and just have some money coming in. I call it the puppet master. So to become a puppet master, let's understand. All right, how I brought in millions and billions. Okay. How I got goodies, division process. Again, know what? No pictures, no recording until I say so. What do? There's that phone number. All right, you're just online one time. Now, Warren Buffett. We all know Warren Buffett and watching him on TV. All right. Now, Warren's a puppet master. He tells the whole world we should pay more tax. He pays less than anybody. This man is great. All right. He owns Ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola. And Geico left California a couple of years ago when we fired everybody and bankrupted the locations. He owns American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy, Bridge Jewelers, Fruit of the Loom. So this man is a puppet master. He doesn't run the businesses, that's management's job. But he's one of the richest guys on the planet, having fun. Now, my question to you is, why aren't you playing the same game? What's wrong with you? These don't work? See, at this summit bootcamp this weekend, we're going to be talking about puppet master into millions and billions. Carl here, he brought 938 million last year, but he's got 1.2 billion B of A. Is he a puppet master too? Walt Disney, they did what? They wrote an IOU to themselves to not pay tax on $1 billion. It's right there in Newsweek. See, there's no excuse. They're not playing games. They're doing what they're allowed to do. We watched the king of puppet masters, Elon Musk, borrow $44 billion from 3 banks. Then he bought Twiddly Dee, Twiddly what? X marks the spot. Because he borrowed the money because he didn't have the cash. Because if you had the cash, you pay tax. And then what did he do? He shrunk it and then leveraged it over here and made more money. Isn't that a puppet master? You all thought he was crazy. Maybe a little bit. This guy's got a basically spaceship, so is the other guy. So if we were to take the time to listen and learn tonight, and you show up in person or online this weekend, I'm going to teach you how to be a puppet master. But if you didn't do it, you blew it. That's on you. I can't force you to do what you need to do. You've wanted someone like me your whole life. And if you blow it this time, that's on you. You could join the club. By the way, you what? You could win the battle because it's a fight. Bezos and Musk have never paid federal tax ever. It's true. They know how to play. So let's understand. We have the ability to play the game. That's definitely amazing. Success story. Well, guess what, Edwards? We got to understand, Edward. We can actually be in that story. We can tell our story to get the glory. Apple was bankrupt in 97. Bankrupt. I worked for Steve Jobs. He told me I was the greatest lateral thinker he ever met in his life, whatever that meant for him. God rest his soul. But Apple was bankrupt. What did Apple do? Bill Gates got indicted 4 times, indicted, being so smart. What did he do? He gave $150 million in 1997 to Apple. He gave him a line of credit. He wasn't using it anyway, and said, just maintain the payment. Borrowed money is not taxable. Now, Apple's worth trillions and trillions of dollars internationally. Okay, trillions. But again, that's how you play. Would you like to learn how to be a puppet master and understand borrowed money is not taxable? Oh, that's just me and $100 million building, another couple $1 million building and Lamborghinis. I don't own anything, but I got the keys. Is that a puppet master? What do you think? We could play my way for a while because I think your way sucks. Sorry. So let's do this. Draw that diagram right there. Draw it now. You need to draw it 8 times to understand what you're actually drawing. Here's Bank of America, Chase, US Bank, whatever. They bankrupt a branch number in front of you, and you didn't do a damn thing to understand how it worked. You didn't bother to dissect it, to understand it. Why didn't you do that? That's what I've always done all my life. Banks bankrupt, all right, branch numbers, bankrupt. Take the assets and money, walk away right off their taxes. Grocery stores do the store location. Let's draw the other side. This is the side for you. This is the side you didn't pay attention to. If a corporation is a legal person, if it has an entity below it, the legal entity under the corporation is a legal person too. It's called a corporate umbrella. But I'm not here to be an attorney. All I know is you had 3 chances to try, and you blew that too. You let the pain come home to you and your family. It's ridiculous. You have banks and grocery stores in your face doing this, and you're not paying attention. It's about time you wake up and turn these suckers up. Samco, Geico, cities. So what is the ultimate goal today? Stop bringing the pain home. You bring it home because you don't understand how to play. I'm sorry, that's just the truth. If you would have understood fluctuation, no fluctuation, what card you jack up when you have an oh shit day, you wouldn't have screwed up. But again, by the time you screwed it up, 8 months later, your credit sucks, you almost lost your house, your wife or husband's gonna leave you too, and there goes the kids, and the dog's looking at you, I'm hungry. Maybe he's thinking about eating your foot. Who knows? But you gotta have fun. You could become a certified CFO, and you can stop bringing the damn pain home. But you got to, look behind the curtain. Every time they told me no as a kid, I thought they were stupid. Sorry. I learned to eat out of a trash can when I was 3. It kind of sucked. All right, then I got caught on the pier, and he grabbed my hand and said, boy, take out the trash or call the police. What do you think I picked? I'm listening. See, in Marina Del Rey's right there, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. All right, Mrs. Hope dropped me off at the Redondo Beach Pier. All right, guess what? We could learn to play the game and we could focus. This is the problem you had. You didn't focus on this. All right, you went to school, got the job, and you just let life pass you by. Then when you wanted to try, you listened to a bunch of ding dongs and fell on your face. That's what happens. So again, why don't we write down, see it, believe it, go get it? Could you imagine if we see what we want and you allow me to make the list for you? I'm going to make the list, analyze you, and go get it. I'm not going to have an excuse because what you're looking for today is some of this. Is that true? Did you know this is not even money? See, here's the thing. In your personal wallet today, you've never bothered to read the money in your pocket. You never did that too. It's like, I don't understand people. Federal Reserve note. It's not even money. Hasn't been money for a long time. Oh, at least it says in God we trust still. This is a legal tender. A what again? A negotiable debt. All right, and note. See, if you let me write your list for you, I'm going to teach you how to leverage everything you got in your life into millions and billions. But then I'm going to say we're going to repackage you my way. Kind of like Humpty Dumpty. We're going to repackage you my way because it works. So me, ow, it hurt that night. I got this big gouge in my head right here, all there. Ow! Used to have hair here. But my wife drove me crazy and fell out. Or maybe here in the gap too. You know, there in my ass, it's as high as 6 foot locker. I used to jump the lockers for the hell of it, just piss people off. It's not possible. 2 feet and I'm up in the air 13 feet. Not possible. All right. Why I can't jump? How many stupid people have you heard that from? Let's go reach to go and get some goodies. You want some goodies? But then you got to write down what I said earlier. I'm willing to sacrifice a division, not the corporate, my family, and I'm not going to be stupid anymore. Well, sorry, that's what you did. You brought the damn pain home. That's ridiculous. Do you want to be a millionaire? Come on. Priscilla, you want to be a millionaire? Come on, Arado. All right, George, you want to be a millionaire? Larry, come on. You're all going to, yeah, I want to be a, stop it. Knock it off. Slap your hand. Spank yourself. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Hell, millionaires aren't millionaires. They're puppet masters. We're going to get a rich corporation. We're going to be the puppet master. Isn't that more fun? See, don't complain. I'm 30 to 90 years old. Nobody cares. This is your life. You get one chance. Don't blow it. Do not blow it. All right. The biggest reason you don't get what your goals are is no money. If I hand you $1 million, what would you do with it? What would you? I'll be rich. You'd piss it away because you don't know how to talk about money. You know, write this down. You'd reference it by 3 and times 5. I would turn that $1 million into 15 million of borrowed money. There's how you grow a business. You leverage, you know what, out of it. Are you ready to be a CFO? Are you really ready? And you want to play? Let's understand. I gave you the list earlier. We're going to protect our assets. If you didn't take a picture of it, take it now. Simple. This is your blueprint. This is what we're going to do, and this is where you're going to follow through. You're not going to do what you've done in the past because it didn't work. So I'm going to write the list for you. It's like the blueprint calls I did 2 today. It's kind of nice. Carl is nice. He's listening, he's learning. Okay, so we're learning to play the game to win. But again, got a client who's got 9 corporations. He got, as far as I'm concerned, say, you got Wyoming, you got Nevada, you got this, you got Colorado, and you got basically, you know, Texas and Arizona and Florida. Let's put Humpty Dumpty back together the right way. Let me create the list. Let me repackage you my way. Then I'm going to give you a daily, a weekly, and a monthly list. How valuable is it a person like me telling you what to do every other week? And then you follow through. And you get to 98% of you, 98, get to millionaire status. Is that pretty valuable for you? But again, let me make the list for you, please. Now, profit or nonprofit corp. Okay. Now, here's the thing we're going to think about today. It's very simple. Today, we have to understand what we're trying to do and accomplish. This means today, as we play this game, all right, a corporation has to be 2 years old. If I want a line of credit at the bank, They want the corp to be 2 years old. So if you got it this year, you wait till next year. If you need it, I have them in stock if you need those too. Because I want the line of credit. Usually it's 50, 100, or 150. I call it checkbook money. Again, it's like if you want to talk to me on the phone, big companies pay me $3,000 an hour, $25,000 a day. All right, the office sells me about $500 for every 15 minutes. Okay, today I would have said $399, but it's the last chance that I can play with you before I do my summit. And if you don't do it tonight, you kind of blew it, but it's up to you. So $199, we can talk right away. So I can answer some questions. You won't be going to summit. You won't be going to the boot camp because you kind of blew that. You waited too long to sign up. There you go. That's on you. But again, the blueprint call, can you imagine? If I'm on the phone with you, and let's say I got basically Larry here, Dell here, I got basically Nancy here, I got Joanne, and I got Linda here, and I'm on the phone with you, what am I going to do? I'm going to position myself to listen, learn, and create a blueprint. This means I'm going to look at past, present, and future. I need to know if you screwed up American Express or Chase because they're the best two cards to get. I might have to do a division of you and circumvent that too. From there, do you have a tax problem or bankruptcy? Did you seal your bankruptcy? No. That's why it's on your credit file, huh? Okay. We might have to go back and reseal it for you. Family, you got husband and wife and kids? Corporation, divisions, how many you got? Should be 18. Irrevocable trust. Understand something. We're going to die. I don't know when we're going to die. We're going to die. I'm 39 and a half years old. Simple. I'm open for 50 more years. Hey, when I turned 39, I stayed 39 in my brain. Why would I want to get older like you? It sucks. It's old. Stop. You keep programming yourself wrong. It's a mindset. We're going to plan to live. We're going to plan to die. Car, division, house, trust, auto income, cash flow fee per time. So if I blueprint you, we're going to basically in detail tell you exactly what I need you to do. Like the client, the last client I had today. If he does what I tell him to do, he'll have a 730 in 42 days, 730. Then I get more credit and get to play my way. All right. Now a blueprint call, the office sells it for $2,000. I discount half price, $999. Simple. If you were going to the summit or you're in the coaching program, you're getting the blueprint call for free. But again, you've almost kind of blew that anyway. So what do? We go Zao, Zao, Zao. I love Zao. It's so easy. It's so simple. Okay. So the bottom line is, as we go through this, it's like Isaiah, I got to get you to go to the summit. I got to get every one of you going to summit. Okay. Why? If you don't listen and learn, the problem is you're not going to get where you want to go. Come on. You're 50 years old. You've been trying all your life. It didn't work. You got ripped off by friend and family member Sam. And what happened next? All right, boo, and everybody around telling you what to do. Listen to me, please. I'll rebuild your life my way. If you need to call the office, you got to do it now, tonight. If not, sorry, you're going to blow it. 800-254-9506. Now, let's focus here. All right, George, let's focus on the corporation. Now, let's understand what it says. It's very simple. A corporation is a legal person. Now, I was lucky while I was being used and abused by Mrs. Hope and her family. She's telling me she's helping the kids, BS. They had a poker game every Wednesday night. Corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. I wanted to check it out. The only thing I could do is go to the library the next day. I'm 7.5 years old. I go to the library next to the Torrance Police Department, because next to a police department, usually there's a library. Walk in, ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. I want to kick her in the shins. But again, when she came back 5 minutes later, here's a marker face, here's a bug. That's what she said, bug. Like she's trying to scare me or something. I read the book. I found out that a corporation's a legal person and no one wrote the book right. I tore apart books and I read them until I was 9.5. I sent away $10 for a corporation when I was 9.5 years old. That same corp today is $30, $30. 87% of corporations do nothing. They sit there and go, that's about it. They screw up. The small ones, they get past that. But again, the difference is rules and tools. Now, I screwed up. I'm the first person to say I screwed up. It says may sue or be sued. I didn't pay attention to that. I did not pay attention to that. And that's where I screwed up. Okay. I started the Owens County Blind Center. I got basically named in a lawsuit known as 12 and a half. Here's what bothered me about this page. All right. It says not required to file a fictitious business name. That bothered me at 9.5 years old. Business Professional Code 17983. Something was wrong. I didn't know what it was. My first corporation, ladies and gentlemen, was Helping Hand Industries. It cost me $10. I'm 9.5 and we get a bunch of this in the mail, about $100,000 worth. Mrs. Hope thought I was a career. She wanted to steal that too. But again, I got to explain to Ted Turner how to use an SS4 26 ways. I got named in the movie Dave. So I'm learning as I'm applying knowledge, and I'm kind of screwing up because when I use the word Braille, I got sued in a lawsuit. It belongs to Braille Institution. So the goal was to never bring the pain home. Here's your big lie. You lie to yourself. I believe your attorneys and CPAs lie to your face, and you believe their lie. You see, a corporation, when it's sued, they sue you. Your name is on Secretary of State's website. It's right there. See, what happens is this: you pierce your own veil. The moment you sign for a car, you sign the lease of a building, you sign for a credit card, you pierced your veil. This is your problem. You don't understand how it actually works. Now, I will challenge any CPA and attorney in an open forum anywhere on this planet. And I don't care if it's the ding dong on YouTube and Google and TikTok going LSE or even Grant or Cordy or anyone else or Cody. I'll challenge them all when it comes to knowledge and knowledge. I get tired of hearing all that blah, blah, blah crap. Oh, no, they're all talking about being rich. They're not rich. Their corporations might be rich. But again, what I did in 1987 with Ken Yarborough, he was security chief at TRW and Asperian. We wrote a book called File Segregation together. I didn't like it. Ken was CID, bodyguard for President Nixon, and I thought he just wanted to lie. I didn't want to lie. If you have a division under a corporation, the IRS will create and give you a tax ID legitimately. You could have had 3 divisions of you and you blew it. You brought the pain home to your family, and that's not acceptable. You look at today, you look at 90 working days, that's pretty simple. All right, so what do? We go build it and show you some goodies. What is your ultimate goal? Your goal, you got these ideas in your head or maybe yourself when you wrote it down. I want to change your goals and do it my way for a while, okay? If you let me have the driving seat here and get you 10,000 a month, then I turn it to 50 to 100, is that okay? Because you can do what you want to do, that's all right, no problem. At the same time, I want to create auto income for you. So we get to play the game. So you can help me, help you, and help other people too. We have a referral program. We have an affiliate program. We can get the word out there to help the world. All right. Now, Robert here made $1,250 by his Zelle because he referred people. If he keeps going this way, he'll do about $5,400 a month just on a part-time referring people to me. Again, I want you to write down analytical750.com. Here's a company we partnered up with about 4 weeks ago. I'd like you to take a picture of that in your cell phone. Then I'd like you to pass it on to anybody who wants their credit reports for free. All 3 reports with scoring for free. Nobody does that, by the way, besides this company here. Then they're going to be analyzing all kinds of stuff for you too. Now, if today, all right, because I believe, I'm sorry, don't take it personally, I believe you did the same thing you did yesterday, the day before. I believe your routine is boring as can be, boring. If you get a mirror, look in the mirror, stare at yourself and put yourself in check. That's what I tell you to do. What do we get to do? Pretty simple. There's a list that comes out every Monday at 6:12 in the morning. 6:12. Repo, divorce, probate, a bankruptcy list. So we can find ways to make money and accomplish goals. Now, if you have a corporation with 18 divisions, within about 36 months, if you work your tail off and do what you're told to do, you'll have about a $10 million company. The goal is not to think, just do. Because the more you think, the more you screw it up. Sorry to say, but it's true. So what do? I would like you to change your name to Mary, okay? I'd like you to change it to Mary. What does this mean? Let's understand what Mary did. Mary's whole situation is pretty simple. She's an Ivy League person who works for Apple, making $250,000 a year. She married her third grade sweetheart. Okay, great family. Got a house, 2 kids, dog, cat, and a fish. She got the American dream. She wants to start a restaurant. What do? No problem. Mary goes over to the attorney. He wants a $10,000 retainer. He's going to look at the lease and look at options. She gets $5,000 to the CPA. All right, what does Mary do? She comes here after she screws it up like you do. And that's the problem. Most people screw this up, okay, and then come see me after I got to rebuild it, and it sucks. But what happens is Mary's restaurant failed. All right, she used 98,000 of her personal credit. Score dropped from an 801 to 610. Screwed it up. Calls the attorney CPA. What did I do? What's their response? They don't know. See, when it comes to these people out there in the world, they know pieces. God gave me the whole puzzle. So what happens is Mary screwed up. She ended up bankrupting the restaurant. Bankrupt. Okay, kind of sucks. Bankrupt. Because she guaranteed the lease because this dumb attorney told her to. She lost her house. Her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. He says, I didn't sign up for that, honey. You see, the problem is most of you screw up. Then you come see me. Then I have to rebuild you up and away, and you take a little longer. Since I was a little boy, everybody was curious about the kid in the corner. All right, crying and always basically what? Being used and abused. Then when cable, you know what? They were curious to ask questions. So my response, not to give them the time of day, was simple. I always told them, always good. Always good. All right, as I grew up more and more, and older I am at 39, I say to every people I meet, and I'll on the phone, sometimes I go, I'm glad to hear that, always good. Then I say, thank you, Jesus. See, everything we do is a mindset. It's a mindset. We have to understand that. This is the year to run, not look back, and understand, just say, I will accomplish my goals. No hesitation at all. I will accomplish the goals. See, I've never not. I don't know what it's like to give up, all right, or just not do it right. I just keep doing it till I get it done. But it's a choice. I want you to write down boring and steady. Boring and steady. Very important. We write down boring and steady. And that's pretty important for us. Boring and steady. So let's understand. If I could get someone to drive you around your city today, that would be the goal. Drive you around the city and look at everything on that busy street. See, what you're not doing is you're not driving by the Wendy's saying, why don't I own that? Storage unit, apartment complex, gas station. Why don't you say this to yourself? Pull down that visor and put yourself in check. There's your problem. Somebody owns it, but not you. Why not you? Why not you? But that's the ultimate problem you got. So understand, if you partner with me, I'm going to get you some pieces. What I did years and years ago in the 80s and 90s, I started partnering with my own clients. See, I can't be everywhere at the same time. I got to 3.7 billion in 2009. When I was 26, I got to 2.6 billion in corporate structure. I got mansions in the harbor, mansions in Havasu, mansions in Big Bear. The problem I thought is at 27, I was going to get fat, ugly, and die. It scared the crap out of me. So what did I do? I partner with clients like you. Would you like to get a piece of something I'm working on? Would you like 1/4, 1/2, 3/4? Would you like a piece? See, this is what happens with people. I want to go get all the work done. You can be part of the escrow, everything we do, right? You get your hands on top of it. But I got to get you $100,000 of credit because we're using 25 to 50,000 of that credit to put you in an escrow. But borrow money is not taxable. So it doesn't hurt anything you're trying to do anyway, and you're not bringing the pain home, stealing it from your family. We're going to partner up. When I created the division process, and this form's been modified 5 times now, even a 4, a 4A, and a 4B, the ultimate goal. So if we partner up in the beginning of something, I might give you 25% of something, which is about 4,000 to 6,000 a month. All right, we might split even more. How about 75%? You get 25. But again, it depends on what you're looking to do and how we structure this for you and for me. I've done this since 1987, creating millionaires and billionaires all the time. Maybe you want to be the 75 this time, or I'm 25. But again, the project needs 200,000. Do we put 1 of you, 2 of you, 3 of you with me? How much do we put in? How much skin in the game? What do we use? Borrow money. It's not taxable. It's not taxable. So therefore you created an income and I get to basically make sure it's managed. You do not a damn thing. You just stay out of my way. And now you got the keys and you have auto income. The problem is you've done it wrong. Sorry to say, but it's true. But again, what do? I told you to make a copy of this earlier today. There's your steps. Those are the rules and tools to partner with me. And if you do it tonight, then you're going to be on that summit online or in person. If you don't do it, you kind of blew it. The ultimate goal. All right. I want to connect the dots. Okay. I want to connect the dots with you. But again, last chance. It's now or it's never. Simple. As we play, what do? Maybe you just want to go to the summit for a couple $1,000s. Okay. But the coaching is 10 grand, which is basically instead of 30, it's a discount because you want to partner with me. But again, what do? You partner. How much of a piece would you like? It's now or never. So what do? There's your Zelle. There's a way you can Zelle money, a deposit, or the whole thing tonight, or even call the office and talk to Priscilla or Jake right away. See, I'm going to take away all your excuses because I'm going to follow through every time. So make sure you understand this is the kind of businesses we're going after. We're going to do all the work. You're just going to be an investor as I build you the credit to invest. Robert got $35,000. It took him 4 months. David took 8 months. Kerry took 14 months for 224. What do you want to do? So I think you should become a puppet master. The biggest thing we're going to do at this summit, this is not like the basic boot camp, millionaires boot camp, or billionaires. This here is a summit, a building what relationship, connecting the dots 3-day event, period. So we're going to basically become a puppet master, and you're going to understand what that really means. If Buffett can do it, so can you. Again, what do? Okay, as we do this. So again, make sure you push the button below. All right, and if you have a question, answer it as well. Like Dell has a question right now. So as we do these things, it's very simple. Okay, can I do that? Well, again, work it out. How do I join the referral program? You refer people, simple. Okay, and when they refer, they get connected and you get 10% of everything they do. We got people making thousands of dollars in referral base. They get store credit or they apply it. I had one person, all their referrals paid for their summit. That's what they're going to do. Carl here, 928 million, 1.2 billion at the Bank of America. IOU, Disney. What do? He's got what? He does twiddly-dee, twiddly-dum, and $44 billion from 3 banks. Borrow money's not taxable. He's got a spaceship, so does the other guy too. So we're going to focus on how a person at this summit, this 3-day event, online or in person, is going to become a puppet master. In other words, they receive money through each division, and they get the corporation to receive money, and they become an S corporation. You got an LLC, it'll be S. You got a C, it'll be S, because I said so. We're going to make sure you do that the right way. No tax up to $3 to $5 million anyway. If Apple can get back on track worth trillions, can't you? But again, we get to play the game to win. Isn't that what we should be doing today? But again, there's me. I don't have any Lamborghinis, but I got the keys. They don't belong to me. Now, if I ever helped you, like Dell or anyone else, or Larry and everyone else, screenshot that. Take a picture. Put a review for me on Yelp. Why not? So we get to play. Now, let's say today, now someone's going to say, what about Freddie Mac, 203K, DSR loans, and blah, 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 and Section 8? Those are all good, but I'm a person that wants to put real money in a project because I want to write it off and receive more money. Okay, these other programs lock you in. A house might give you $400 to $600 a month. An apartment complex is $13,000. Okay, how much would you like? So again, as we play this game, we're going to win every project and become the bank. See, behind all this, I want to be the bank, every division and process, so we win everywhere we go. But again, that's just me. I like being the bank. All right, so we get to play the game to win. All right. So to get the goodies, had a problem in the 80s and 90s. They kept saying loan to value problem. Division solved the problem. Every time there was a problem, it came with solution. Solution for problem. Now, God's gift. God gave me a brain, and I guess I'm here today because he says I'm not done with you. I've been shot, I've been knifed, I've been in 2 comas. I should have been dead a long time ago, but I'm still here. So God's gift, mansions in the harbor. Got to have all those properties, all 5 islands. Got to have yachts and race boats. Got to have Duffy's to take the what? The CFO to Captain Jack's on the weekend. CFO's my wife. Why not? Takes money to get honey. Big building, Lamborghini too. I like Lamborghinis and helicopters. So why didn't you jump? Stupid people say we don't. Guinness Book of Records came out there that night, and I jumped in front of these 2 people, and I kicked out the lights. It's only 13 feet. All I had to do is take 2 little jumps and go, wee! I always felt God was holding me up. But the Guinness Book of Records guy ran out like a little girl because he said, where's the wires? Nobody can do that. He did come back an hour later going, this is an aluminum building. No blank, Sherlock. So understand, I've been put down in all kinds of crap in my life. Now here's Grandpa. I met my grandfather 3 times. Oh, wow. Didn't realize he was Grandpa. He didn't care anyway. He won the Olympics in 32, gymnastics. Coach Bishop Roosevelt High. I think he looks like Al Capone. Well, that's just my opinion. See, the word no doesn't mean no. It means you don't know how. So we take the Ray Reynolds University, and what do? I wanted to create a way to help everybody. I didn't really tell them the stories between my life. I just showed them the goodies to go get the goodies. But God allowed me to die and to come back and help you. So the Millionaires Founders Kit, the office, sells it for $1,000. I give it away for half price. There, you can save a little money if you Zell now. The real estate system was creating 2.2 billion in real estate. Financial system, buckets of money, tax balancing, become the bank. The office, $19.99. I give those both away for $9.99. So here's rules and tools that you need to play the game to win. Now I got specialty classes, I got normal classes, level 1, 2, and 3. Could you imagine? I've done classes 6 days a week, almost every week for 49 years. I don't go on a vacation, never been on one of those. I go on business trips. Okay, vacation, no, thank you. So if you want all the classes, it's $5,000, $4,000. But again, if you did it tonight, it's $9.99. Simple thing to do. That's a Zell, by the way. We also can call the office right away, 800-254-9506. So again, if you like what you hear today, hey, click the link below. Follow me. Let's blow this up and change the world. And you can help me help you and help other people too. There's me. So if you signed up tonight, this is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11th, 12th, and 13th, online or in person. Now, if you blow this, sorry, that was your last opportunity. So we're going to cover all kinds of stuff for 3 days. Again, the office sells this for $5,000 and give you $50,000 in credit. That's nice. How about tonight, you step up to the plate for $19.99. No credit, just online. Now you got 3 days you're stuck with me. Now you didn't blow it. There's the opportunity. This is your last chance. It's now or never. That's it. It's a Zell, or call the office right away. Simple thing to do. So I got these other classes. So understand, I'm online almost 6 days a week doing classes like here and on Fridays and Saturday too. So you got a choice. I'm not going to let you down. I get to hold your hand. We get to sing Kumbaya. Now, grants. Let's think if you have profit and nonprofit. Well, cities have grants, so do states and federal government. Let's go get some grant money. Simple. So if we get the 501c3 exemption at 1023 form irs.gov, please don't pay someone for that. They charge up to $15,000. I'll teach you how to do it for free every 8 weeks. A nonprofit corp is $5,000. So it's a profit from last year. Now, if you want divisions and officers list and change the name and refile it in your own state and move it around like a foreign corporation, we can do that too. 3 divisions. But instead tonight, because I want you to partner up with me, I gave a discount for $39.99. And it comes with $50,000 in credit if it was done tonight. Simple. It's a Zell. And you can always call the office right away. All right. I think you're treading water plain and safe. I believe you've been knocked down 50 times in your life. I believe you wasted money on this or that. Maybe a friend and family member ripped you off too. Let's write down the 5 things I must have. It's right there. I must have a 750. I'll get you there. corp divisions, cash credit up to $1 million, checkbook money, supply and vendor money. This is a must-have. I'll get you every time. What do we do next? Well, we got to build a structure. This is where you got to stop bringing the pain home, put your ducks in a row. Let me repackage you my way, because I think your way sucks under the corporate umbrella. That's the goal. All right. Now, in the beginning, years and years ago, I wanted to help homeless people because I figured they needed the help the most. I thought everybody knew what I know, and they don't. So here's Glenn. He lives in his car for 3 years. He lost his job. His wife left him. Boo, let's get a better woman. Brand new corporation, brand new house, brand new truck. Put him on my info commercial. Now, I also help people coming out of prison. This is Freeway Ricky Dicky Ross. I got him $3 million of credit. From there, we got Thomas, who was in prison for 26 years. Michael, God rest his soul. Arnold, okay, presidents. All right, Costner, Giovanni for Pixar, college professor. All right, Steve says I kick assets and motivate. He's Superman for Gold's Gym. Kurt Cobain, God rest his soul, and I got her $1 million too. So no matter where you come from, you can accomplish this goal. Your biggest thing is to follow through. Of also Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels too. I believe, and this is just my belief, when you started a business, what you did in life, you sit down with your friends and family. You sit down basically in the kitchen. I want to partner with you. That's Jay. Well, Jay, then partner. Get to your butt to that summit. And believe me, we're going to make a lot of money for the corporation. But I believe what you did is you sit down on the kitchen table with your friends and family. Honey, we're going to start a business. We're going to jack up the credit cards. We're going to drop the score. We're going to get stuck so we can't get any more. We're going to hawk our house and bring the pain home to you and me, and we're both going to be stupid. Well, that's what you did. I mean, I'm sorry, I call that stupid. You're not stupid. Well, you followed stupid. That's a 750. Understand I wrote the rules and tools when I was training Yarborough for TOW and Asperian. Your goal is to write it down and circle it 100 times. I will never bring the pain home and mean it this time. What do? All cards fluctuate but two. If we max out the card that doesn't fluctuate, we don't bring our score down. If we learn rules and tools, we can have a 750 score and never hurt our family ever again. Raise rules and tools. That's the goal. 750analytical.com. Here's the 10 steps that I told them they have to put in place to partner with me. Those are the 10 steps for everybody. I want them to fire Credit Karma. I'm tired of listening to my clients complain about Credit Karma, no phone number to really help you. They're the replacement. Credit Karma, you're fired. I'm going to give you notice. They're going to analyze everybody and have some fun. They're going to make sure that person understands in the 24-hour call center. Someone's going to answer their questions. They're going to charge them $25. And every 46 days, someone live is on the phone with you, explaining to you what you need to do. And that's the ultimate goal. So the faster you sell $25, the faster we can analyze you right away. Next, the next phase for them is Dun & Bradstreet, set up and analyze. Experian, Treasury, and Equifax already set those up for corps and divisions for you. So what do we need to do? We're going to analyze those as well. So we have the ability to play. Your difference is you're going to have all the answers to your questions too. There's that $25 Zell tonight. Call the office right away. Now, here's the problem. If you don't listen to rules and tools, you're going to bring the pain home. That means the IRS is in control. They've been in control since day when you got your SSN, which you fill out an SS5 form. SS4. Let's write down irs.gov. Now, I don't want you to take a picture. I want you to write it down. I want you to write down SS4. I want you to write down 1244. Convert your LLC or C to S. I want you to write down 1023 for the nonprofit. 4506T or C form. Credit is going to send you one. Be prepared. The 656 is the offer and compromise in case you screwed up the IRS. UCC1 and irrevocable trust, download on Google. Your goal is to connect the dots and plan the problem. You must plan the problem because you didn't before. That's what happened to you. Corporation's a legal person. Every corporation is entitled to 4 things. That's it. 4 things. Every time I listen, I always All right, drop some golden nuggets. Okay, well, I appreciate you, Mr. Reynolds, and the beautiful soul, Brandy. Thank you. All right, you're both have basically been there for an awesome. Well, the reality, Jay, is very simple. Brandy's great. She's my floor manager. Okay, so the bottom line is like John here. Okay, the main thing we got to do. All right, you got John, you got Jay, and all these people here. Connecting the dots makes sense. But again, if we don't put the knowledge to work and connect the dots and follow through, there's our problem. So again, I'm glad Brandy's, as great as she is, but I can only help you as much as I can too. The rest, you have to count on you. You got to be part of the program. Corporation, it can buffer tax. Means no tax due to a profitable. See, the what? Supreme Court says a corporation is a legal person. 50 corps, 50 states and cities too. So again, corporations are what? We don't pay tax to a profit or buffers tax. Corporate credit is a gift. I kind of fell into it and learning it all since I was a kid and mastering it too. You get to write it all off. The car is fleet price and the hotel is a free buffet. Line of defense. I remember the karate studio when I was a little boy. I was outside in Torrance doing the moves for 3 days. That mean man came to yell at me with his black belt if I was going to kill me. We don't get free lessons, blankety blank. You get in there, clean the place. I became the janitor. Chuck taught us what's called the defensive circle. Somebody gets next to you, is a defensive circle. All right, if basically you're going to love, hug, and kill them. Love, hug, or kill. That's what we were taught. Oh, I love you, I know you. Oh, I don't know you, I'll kill you. Love, hug, or kill. That's a defensive circle. When it comes to the division, it's a line of defense. See, we're going to have an oh shit day. Everyone does. We're all going to screw up. Someone's going to try to sue us, screw us, and hurt us. Period. If the banks and grocery stores can have subsidiaries, we can have division process. Line of defense, cheap and multiple functions. Multiple credit reports. Multiple credit reports, wholesale pricing. Every piece of real estate should be a division because you don't know who's going to fall and sue you and screw you up. Line of defense. That's what I learned as a kid, line of defense. Corporate umbrella, debt follows tax ID, but tax ID builds credit reports. We get to play the game and win every step of the way. Here's the problem. You keep guaranteeing things of you. You keep piercing your own veil. Doesn't matter if it's a house, car, doesn't matter if it's a credit card, doesn't matter if it's even a franchise. Stop being you. Because banks aren't themselves, they're divisions and what? Subsidiaries and corporations. So we have the ability to play, and we don't have to be a bunch of ducks. But we have to understand, we will have an oh what day? All right, a piece of a location or something. Something's going to go wrong. If we plan it, we're prepared. You didn't plan it, so you weren't prepared. A corporation with 9 divisions allows me to get a card and go get 9 more cards. It allows me to create the money to get the honey, and borrow money is not taxable. So I can build this before I screw it up. That's the goal. I build it before I screw it up. See, the one thing that most of you don't realize is I only allowed 25 people at the summit in the boot camp. That's it. That's it. Why? Because I don't want too many people online, and I don't want too many people in the room, the classroom. I know you see all these big events. They all go blah, 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 blah on stage. That's great. What'd you get out of it? 2 days later, the motivation went away. And you don't get stuck with the person that got all your money. All right, me, you get stuck with me every step of the way. So if you're not one of the 25, once again, you blew it. But that's on you. I gave you an opportunity to play. Danny screwed up. He didn't do the divisions fast enough, and someone slipped and fell out of a bathtub. They broke their toe and want to sue us. Danny had to sell for $20,000. So the mindset is this. If we plan the problem, there's an issue. What do we get to do in a division? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate, and take that piece and put it over here. If we can't save it, under the Federal Protection Act, we get to bankrupt the bad piece, keep the other pieces. I'm not here to be a CPA attorney, but I'll tell you what, if you have 18 divisions, you'll never bring the pain home. 9 should always be 18. 9 to get the credit, and 9 locations, 18 and more, 36 to 72, because you're going to get an apartment complex. Again, what do you want to do? What is your vision? What is your dream? I put in my books 37 years ago, a corporation creating 3 divisions, 2 and 1 more. That 16 helped us get it to $16 million of credit. That's the goal. Look at this. Come on. Here you got Subway, you got banks, you got Sam's Club, you have Albertsons. 63 locations in California alone closing, all right, before pandemic, not counting all the ones that closed after that. They bankrupted Peace, took the assets and the money and walked away. See, your problem is you don't understand how to play. They're using tax ID and subsidiary. I'm going to use division process because then my name's not on it. So I'm going to protect the privacy on that too. The $1 million maker is going to be you if you listen and learn and follow through, but it's up to you. I'd like to get you to American Express, personal and business. They don't fluctuate, so the goal is simple. All right, that's the ultimate goal. Would you like the platinum, business and personal? Would you like the division or expense card? Let me know. Would you like the gold? Now, one thing I got to do a long time ago, before dying in a coma, before pandemic, and all the things that slowed me down, I got all the business applications for cash credit to put division process on all of the application. It's been out there for 17 years. Let's get the world to understand it now. Now, here's American Express telling me the Ray Reynolds University, would you like 99 more cards? It's right there. Come on. Would you like 99 more? That could be $100 million. That's kind of crazy. I like to get people a card and get 9 more. I call it a pack of 10. Would you like a pack of 10? One card can be $1 million of credit and finance the business. See, the problem is getting you the $1 million of credit, but then I got to teach you how to use it, not abuse it. Had you $1 million today, you'd all piss it away. Sorry. You piss it away. You screw it up. Some of you had hundreds of thousands of dollars. You blew that too. You got to leverage money. You got to offset the taxes. Here they're going to give you a line of credit. Here they're going to give you a $250,000 line of credit called Blueprint loan. Okay. But again, if you're ex-military, let's line that up too. See, I got a lot of clients who are all jacked up. Torrance here, who was jacked up to a 540. And everything he had is all jacked up. He screwed American Express and Chase. I still got him 20,000 of Navy because he's military. All right, so we got a line of credit or checkbook money. The goal is leveraging money into more money. See, you haven't built long term. And the reality is when you have an oh what day, you got 8 months till you screw it up. If we leverage money, reference 3, that's 225, and it becomes on 5, 1,000,025. Leveraging money. It's what I've been teaching all my life to rich and famous people. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're going to learn to be the puppet master. Client won a lottery. Reference 3 made $3 million on paper, and they gave him $15 million line of credit, $15 million. Bought a McDonald's, paid the tax. See, that's how you repackage and leverage your life. You're going to have to focus what bank has a 31-day CD. There's a lot coming at you. But if you and I work together and we hear it again and again and again, what's going to happen? You're going to master the knowledge. Nevada will be where your LLC is in the future. That means you're going to be in the profit zone to 3 to 5 million. You don't need Nevada until you do what I say. So understand to get to auto income right away. All right. Manageable debt, offset taxes, 100,000 of personal, auto income, $1 million of credit, and everything we have to leverage. We must leverage the money. All right, so understand this. Okay, here we have basically Lewis. Lewis is great. He's talking different than he ever talked before. But basically, we have John here. John says he's going to do something, but he doesn't follow through all the time. If we don't follow through and take borrowed money, it's not taxable. Okay, and by the lifetime income, we're going to blow it again. We're getting older, slower, and not as pretty used to be. So Michael here, all right, I don't know if I should spend the money, then don't. Do not spend the money. All right, just watch everybody pass you by. You have an opportunity. You're not ready to invest a couple $1,000. You already blew that before. There's the problem. You blew it before. Understand, I set up the dashboards in 1987. Tax ID, Spirit and Treasury and Equifax. You want to be a millionaire yet? I hope you say no. You want to be a millionaire corporation? I hope you say yes. See, there's a difference how you look at things and how we play the game to win. If we're going to play, should we play to win? When I wrote Winning the Game of Business, I treat it like a game for a reason. When we play cards or something, or backgammon or chess, we play honest and we're trying to beat the other person based on brain to brain. If we turn it to a game, we don't cheat. That's how I looked at it. Simple. Financial series. Tax balance, you become the bank, buckets of money. I like buckets of money. See, I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I didn't like being used and abused. I didn't like that my father and mother gave a restraining order when I tried to find them when I was an adult because I was a piece of shit to them. Isn't that terrible? They didn't care. But I wanted to prove them wrong. I don't care if they're worth billions, so am I. But through corporate structure, simple. I want to play, but I want to win. I like to win. So if you want division process tonight, you get 3 with or without credit, you get 9, or you get 12. When you do it during the webinar with this broadcast, I'm going to double the numbers for you. If you don't do it through me, you're going to blow that too. It is a Zelle now, simple to do, or call the office right away. Let's understand. Here I have these Shakey's pizzas, 31 flavors, donut stores, Subways, shopping centers. One of my Pizza Huts got on fire because of the store next door. Now I know they're going to sue. Everybody sues everybody. So what did I do? I disconnect, isolate, incorporate, put it over here separately. I can't bankrupt a division, but I can bankrupt it when it became a corporation. So there I can walk away. I get to take the assets. So I get to act like the banks, the grocery stores in the cities. Why would I want to bring the damn pain home when I don't have to? You brought the pain home because you're lacking knowledge. And I always say the lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We're not stupid. Half the world in this world are lazy. When I created cash flow for your time, I needed to loan out some money. $53 million of credit in the 70s and 80s and 90s. I'm building it up and away. They're shrinking my limits. It's scaring the crap out of me. What did I do? I loaned out the money. My first matrix, as I built 3 of them, was 4.6 million. That created 190,000 a month. Took me 18 months, 41 divisions. Did that in 98. The assets behind were literally $1.1 billion, kind of way to play the game to win. Next, my next matrix was 16 million. The one after that was 32 million. So I realized that the credit became a way to make money, so I get more honey in the notes. That's how I got to the 3.7 billion on the next billion. Now this is pathetic. This is not being a man. A man's job is to protect his family or die, period. Okay? I lost my job. Then get off your butt and drive an Uber, Lyft, or DoorDash. Have a damn garage sale. This is a lie. You want food for the kids? Go to the church. Hey, I came home after a coma. Found out we're homeless. Okay? My wife and kids in the back. We have nowhere to go. What am I going to do? I was dead in that picture at 5:41, July 5th. But I got 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. I built 1 million of credit in 6 weeks. Bought my wife her next dream house. I don't stay down. Why do you? Every division is known as a bucket of money. Now I need you to pay attention, Jay and Brian, Kay and Larry, and Geraldo, and even Nicholas here. I need you to understand something. You get pulled over by the police officer. You give in your home address. That's wrong. That's called stupid. I'm sorry. All right, you get in a bump, you bump at Sam's Club. I want your driver's license, insurance, registration changed to a mailbox, etc. I don't want anybody to know where you live. Privacy is key, especially in today's world. So understand, you're going to rebuild you. I'm going to tear apart your life and rebuild you my way like Humpty Dumpty, because I think you fell off the hill, and I think we need to rebuild you anyway. Blueprint call, we're going to basically take your partner of life and you on that phone for an hour. We're going to rebuild you. Instead of $19.99, it's $9.99 today. If you're at the summit and you're in the coaching, you get that for free. There's your Zelle. Call the office right away. What do we have to do? Let's say today, all you want me to do is rebuild your credit to a 750. I'll get you cards 5 to 10,000 a shot. I'll basically do a rapid rescore. You got to realize rapid rescore and rapid basically refresh. 44 years ago, I'm the guy who invented that too, believe it or not, working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarborough. Again, how we get to play the game. Now, if you got negative credit, we'll dispute it for 9 months for free. We're going to charge you $1,000, but then I'm going to hand you credit up to $10,000. See, I'm going to take away your excuses. Your $1,000, I might give you 10 times more back to you. It's better than being in Vegas. What excuse you got now? You want to be CFO ready or not? So what do? Analytical 750. So there's 10 steps, 750 score. What is our goal? Let's fire Credit Karma. Let's analyze, let's pull reports and get everybody to talk to somebody, all right, a live person every 46 days, $25 a month. Connect the dots. The faster you sell, the faster they set up the phone call. What's the next phase 2? Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, analyze business reports. The ultimate goal. Now, if you get a starter program, we're going to rebuild you anyway. Why don't we get you $25,000 of credit and charge you $24.99? That's 10 times your money, your investment. Let's analyze, add history, pop credit. And tonight's discount is $19.99. Now you're in classes with me on Friday or Saturday. No more excuses. Zell, now. So let's understand another thing. So there's a lot of information coming at you. So why you have to master it 8 times. So why you want to spend Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with me and master that. And I already got Mark saying I'm going to need 2 days. Then do the 2 days. Do not let the opportunity pass you by. It's OPM money. It's Dun & Bradstreet. Take a picture. This is exactly what I had to do when I found out we were homeless that day. I got an instant account at Best Buy for $25,000, got a computer, all right, some gift cards, repackage it. It can get you up to $51,000 of supply credit turning into cash. Because you're not winning the lottery, getting a raise, you need some money to reduce your debt ratio. Simple. Sell on Amazon and eBay. Now, understand, I'm going to rebuild you 100%, but then I'm going to go after the Green Sparks for 3 of them, 160,000 times 9. Is that $1 million? The B of A times 9. The Wells Fargo times 9. All right, the Inc times 9. How about the gold? So if we take the time to rebuild this and we work step by step by step and you do what you're told to do, we're putting that whole life together for you. Then you're going to let me talk to you at the bank. They're going to give you 50 to 150, no tax return. That's checkbook money, by the way. So between both of these, that's up to what? 5.4 million. That's up to $10 million of credit. We can rebuild anybody if they'll listen and learn. That's the ultimate goal. So if you needed $100,000 of credit tonight, it's very simple. All right, we're going to tell you that office charges at 10%, 10 grand, no problem. Now the discount on this is very simple. It's half price. 5,000 is going to get you 100,000. Would you like it personal or business? Or would you like both? It's up to you. From there, what are we going to do? We're going to build the credit so you can offset the taxes. 50,000, it is $39.99. 25,000, literally, all right, is $19.99. Building the credit for you and with you. There's your Zell. There's the office phone number right away. All right, now let's understand. Managing everything and money-making machine. If we set up a division, we have a corporation from last year to this year, I can go get checkbook money up to 150. If not, you might have to wait. If you need one from last year, have them in stock. Now, a nonprofit with 3 divisions from last year and 50,000 in credit tonight, because I want to partner with that on top of that too, is $4,000. It comes with 50,000 in credit. Now, classes are fun. I'm probably the only person on planet Earth who's done classes 6 days a week for 49 years. $1,000. Zell, simple. So if we're going to connect the dots, and if you're going to be in this summit, all right, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, this is your last chance. If you don't, you kind of blew it, and I'm not scheduled to do another one because I'm going to be partnering up with people that are more serious. Sorry, because if you're serious, you'd step up to the plate. You connect the dots. Everybody listens to Warren Buffett. He's the king of puppet masters. Everybody listens to Carl, Disney. Elon Musk, richest guy on the planet, 44 billion. Spaceships, he's got a spaceship too. So these are puppet masters. Would you like to join the club? Would you like to learn to win? That's what our 3 days are all about for you. Simple. Apple, what? Bankrupt in 97? The only reason they got out of bankruptcy is Bill Gates gave them a line of credit, said maintain the payment. That was it. Borrow money is not taxable. So we could actually play that game to win. Shouldn't you? They did. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? So your chance is very simple tonight. Okay, we can partner up. It means today, your chance on Friday and Saturday, online or in person, you're stuck with me. We're going to blueprint you and overpackage you so we can go get it. We're going to cover everything we can, and we're going to train you and do the Lord work, most of it for you anyway. And what's going to happen is you're going to become a puppet master. 50,000 of credit, or those 3 days is 5,000. No credit, the office is doing for $29.99. Tonight, I'm trying to say, if you do it tonight, it's $19.99. If you don't do it, I'm sorry you blew it. You just let the opportunity pass you by. Last chance, it's now or never. As we play again, Zell, call the office right away. Now, let's understand something. Let's say you need to use an email because one of the accounting people need to call you, get a card. There's your email address, ray@racecredit.com. Time. If I didn't get my me time every day, I'd be frustrated more than I am. See, my door is like a revolving door. They never stop coming all day. Okay? But that's just the way it is. So my me time. I'm up every day at 2:25. Drop to my knees, say thank you, Jesus, for yesterday, today, tomorrow, and forgiveness too. In Jesus' name, amen. Go look in that mirror. I put myself in check. It's up to me. Boring and steady is the only way to do this. Okay? All right, Brian basically will sign up tomorrow. Fantastic. That's great news, Brian. Because what's going to happen is if you don't do it right away, I'm hoping they can hold a spot for you. Again, I'm holding 25 spots only online in person. I don't want more than that. I like partnering with a small group. That's the goal. So nice to hear it. I hope it's available tomorrow. All right. I don't think it will be, but we'll see what happens. So here again, what do? I want you to look around your city. I want to buy up your city and own a piece of it. Would you like to partner with me? Pretty simple. So as we do this correctly, let's understand my way of life. I created the Millionaires Founders Kit right after, winning the game of business, because that was what it was. But I wanted to create a book for every month of the year. That way anybody can go through the 12-month plan, A to Z. That's why it's called the Millionaires Founders Kit. The way I designed it when I sold it to Bonaventure for 32 years. So again, I pray to God you took a picture of that. I know you have goals, you have ideas, but I want you to put those kind of aside. The goal should be God, me, and family. God, you, and family. That's what it is. God, you, and your family, and let's go get the goal. There's no reason on this planet that you don't own a piece of something with me. There's no reason not to have auto income. I don't care if we start at 3,000 a month to get to 10. Then shouldn't we multiply it again and again through the division process? I mean, that's all I did all my life. It makes sense to me. It's how you got to million to billion, and it works. So please be serious. And don't be afraid to run a rich corporation, believe me. I'll hold your hand every step of the way. If everybody could listen like Linda did, she's been my client for 40 years. All right, only problem with Linda, she doesn't always follow through in the full blueprint. I make her the money, she gets the money, goes, making millions, millions, millions. What happens when there's a slow period? If we created auto income, money's always coming in. That's the mindset I tried to get her in front of. She started with $1,999. If you spend $5,000 on a card like this, it's $50 a month. What the average person wastes on a given day. But again, check out their story. Just scan that, take a picture of that. Hear the truth. Now, like I said, I've allocated $10 million. I want to partner with my clients. I want you to do what I teach you. We do it together, or I'll do it all. Either way, I want you to get a piece of something. What do? Auto income, every step of the way. You're going to share a piece. Would you like 10%? Would you like 20? Would you like 50? All right, how we do this is how we structure it. Whatever we put into that project, all right, based on what results we get out. Maybe you're going to get 3,000, 10,000, 100,000 a month. If you listen and learn and we multiply this, we'll get there. That's the goal of division process. Again, do you want 75 or 25? Getting the keys are the whole goal. As I said earlier today, please take a picture of that. That's how you partner with me. You have all your pieces and you connect the dots. And we go get the money. The last chance. It's now or never. From there, if you want the coaching period and you get to save $20,000 and it's only 10, all right, you're getting calls every other week. You get on the summit and boot camp with me for 3 days. It's 10 grand versus 30. And what do you get? All right, it's now or never. If all you want is the summit, you do it for $19.99. All right, do that. At least you get your foot in the door. But the ultimate goal is go after the goodies. Goodies are fun. Coaching, I love that because what it does for me is I watch people with their new goodies. They get to come show them off sometimes. It's nice to see someone actually accomplish a goal. It changes their whole mindset. And if you want a phone call tonight, like I said, phone calls are very simple. They're usually $3.99 with me. It's $1.99 if it was done tonight by Zelle only. But again, the blueprint call, $2,000. I give a discount to $9.99 if you're in the coaching. All right, process for the summit, you get it for free. It's a Zelle. Ultimate goal. Now understand, someone's going to give their opinion about DSR loans and Section 8 and hospice and 203K, all this great stuff. We're going to look at all those things too. But me, I like taking money off of a line of credit, all right, to get a car wash, storage unit, laundromat. I want to do that for the storage, even an apartment complex. See, if we do it this way, we get more money on a monthly base. We'll accomplish the goal either way, but the goal is how much do we want on a monthly base? We're dividing it by 1, 2, or 3, maybe 4. Again, boring and steady. So if you want a mini coaching, that means simple. For $4,000, I'm going to put you in a blueprint call with me. Get a call after that, $10,000 in credit, and a rapid rescore for 90 days. But again, it's discounted tonight for $19.99. At least you get into a part of coaching right away. And that's the ultimate goal. 6 weeks of coaching, I wanted to change this a lot. Blueprint call, $25,000 of credit, expedite rapids. And we want to make sure that we have level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty. Usually it's $11,500. It is on, all right, tonight's discount for you is $4,000. That's just a kind of a giveaway for you. I want to partner up with everybody I can. But I got to have a cutoff date, and today's the day. We get to play my way. 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. Now we got to change our mindset. Our problem is the IRS says $5 million to a small company. So we're going to go after $5 million if you're in long-term coaching. What are we going to do? Fight to get the keys. Got to get the keys. Got to get the keys. So 2025 is a year to run. We want a daisy chain credit, and we want to basically do it through our division process, up to $1 million of credit. Bi-weekly calls all the time. From there, if you did a 3 months coaching, I even changed this today for you. It's $5,000 for 3 months. It comes with $50,000 in credit. 6 months is going to be $10,000, and you get $100,000 in credit. It's just coaching by itself. We're not partnering yet, but again, we can in the near future. A year's is $20,000. You get $200,000 in credit, and the goal is if you ever want to put money in a bridge loan, that just creates money and pays you back, usually up to times 10. Most people put $5,000 in a bridge loan, pay the $2,000 broker fee, and they're making some money off the money. It's kind of nice on credit or even cash. So we get to play, and it's Zelle. There's your opportunity for that too. Now understand, if you don't have bank accounts showing hundreds of thousands of dollars, all right, now, if you want, we can partner up to do that for you with you. We can do a division of your corporation under my corporation. To set it all up, I'm going to charge about $5,000, and then we're going to go after the blueprint loan. We're going to use the platinum or gold card, and we're going to multiply up to 250 by each division. That can be up to 2.5 million. As you get going, you get very aggressive, and that's the goal to be. Accomplish the goal. We're going to get a pack of 10. That makes sense. I like to get a pack of 10 for everybody. That could be up to $1 million of credit and finance the dream. You can write it all off because borrowed money is not taxable. Now, what I have to do is connect your corporation as a division to me. Then I have to allow them to log into my bank accounts. In December, we can show at least 100,000. Not a problem. It's 400,000. In January, we can show at least that. So we had 500,000. And then all of a sudden here on these accounts, we had 600,000. You see, I'll show these accounts and show the bigger ones because they just say yes. But again, this is where you partner with me. That should be a bridge loan. It should be like Carrie or David, or it should be Wade bridge loans or what? Getting a franchise, please. That would be the goal. So if we partner up, it's about $5,000 to get that done. And then you'll pay your 10% on the back end when I obtain the credit for you. That's the ultimate goal. Tonight is your last chance to literally call that office, Zelle, do something to make a commitment to get in till Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, the ultimate goal. If you don't, I'm sorry, I'm just going to tell you blew it. I wish I had someone helping me. I really do. It would have been so much easier not fighting through the pain every time. Robert made, he's going to make about $5,400 this month on referrals. Analytical750.com. Tell everybody to get your credit reports for free. Scan it, take a picture. What happens if they make some money? If they buy into a program, you get 10%. Yelp something for me, please. Tell people you like me. But not everybody likes me, nobody likes you. But again, click the link below because I want you to follow me too, because I'm not going to let you down. So we look at banks and grocery stores and you, divisions of me. We have the ability to accomplish the goal. We can stop bringing the pain home. We can look beyond that curtain every time. Every one of us have the ability to see it, believe it, and go get it. And that's the goal. I'm going to do my best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, every one of us have the ability to change our lives. Is it easy? No. Is it a pain in the asset? Always. It's always a pain in the asset because it's not supposed to be easy. But again, that's just me. Every one of you have the ability to play the game. But I'll rebuild you. Okay, I want to basically have the starter credit, no problem. The ultimate goal. All right, basically it's like someone saying 50% down. Well, guess what? You could do that. Call Priscilla right away. Talk to her because she wants to help you as much as I do. So we have the ability to change our lives if we want to. All right, this is real. Went to 5 white blanket and up and away. Yeah, basically, Joseph, it's fun to watch you get the credit or pop you and everything you're trying to do. It makes sense. Definitely want bridge loans. All of it makes sense, but you got to position what makes sense as an income base. Me, I hope and I pray that you get into the summit tonight and the boot camp. I hope you didn't really blow it because the reality is I'd like to repackage every one of you my way. But if you missed it, it's okay. All right, because you got to live with it. I don't. I'm going to teach everybody else who wanted to play. Sorry, but the reality is I don't plan on doing another one. I think this will give me enough people to partner up for this year. So the ultimate goal is going to be up to you. Let's do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.